The following is a presentation of Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball on KYNT. Yankton Post 12 would like to thank their team sponsor, First Dakota National Bank. For more than 150 years, First Dakota National Bank has been providing South Dakota families and businesses with personalized banking services. Now it's time for Post 12 Legion Baseball on KYNT.
Shades to the outside portion of the plate. The 2-2 fastball, outside edge, and he gets him a delayed strike call. That is a punch out to end the top of the first. Matthew Sheldon rips this one out toward right. It'll be another base hit for him. Rugby rounding third. There will be a play at the plate. The slide. He's safe at home. The ball gets away from Bentz, and heading over to second is Sheldon. He's safe. Yankton takes an early 1-0 lead here in the top of inning number 1. Obliterates one out toward right center. And it is gone. The Yankton Bucks walk it off on a home run over the right center wall. The buck stops here at Riverside Field.
You are listening to Yankton Baseball on KYNT, Yankton's home team. This broadcast is brought to you in part by
First Dakota National Bank, Hy-Vee, the UPS Store, Truxedo, First Chiropractic Centers, MT&RC Smith Insurance, FNBO, Vision Care Associates, Yankton Medical Clinic, Yankton Rexall.
Now, let's go live to KYNT Sports Director and the voice of Yankton Athletics, Bryce Ladwig.
It's hot. And it is a day of the week. It is Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball here as Tabor and Vermilion, the second game of today's triangular, went, Brayden, not only long, it went into what is considered long even for an MLB game.
Yeah, extra innings. We got into the double digits of innings total played. We didn't play 10 extra innings. Don't get me wrong there, but yeah, still a long game.
I would have just walked out
between Tabor and Vermilion, and it was a good game of baseball. Tabor edged it out 3-2, and now Tabor, no rest for the weary, has to get right back out there and take on Post 12.
Yeah, welcome back. Those that watched our first or listened to our first broadcast earlier today, where Yankton beat Vermilion 5-0, and now set to take on Tabor Post 183. In the last game of this triangular. This is the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, let's have a smile in every aisle. We're in the Fairfield Inn and Suites broadcast booth. Hot breakfast, large family rooms, and a great location can be found at Fairfield Inn and Suites in Yankton at 2607 Broadway Avenue or by calling 605-653-2250. And Brayden, it's one of those things where, we have AC in this press box. But we also have the windows
Thankfully.
open. We also have the windows open.
I'm
dealing with a complete battle right here, okay?
My window stays shut because it doesn't open.
Yeah, I'm dealing with heat in the front, cold in the back.
So business in the front, party in the back. You're rocking the weather mullet right now.
Yeah, I'm rocking the weather mullet here at Riverside Field. Let's jump into your team record review brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. Tabor enters after that win 3-3. They are 1-1 at home, 2-2 on the road. Yankton with an 8-5 overall record. They are 6-5 at home. All right, starting pitcher breakdown brought to you by Vision Care Associates. As we turn our vision towards the pitching mound, you should be considering turning your eyes to the experts at Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. Located at 2701 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton, that's Vision Care Associates. We don't have the starting lineups yet. We're going to play the game where the game is happening and we're scrambling to fill in our roster sheets. That's the game goes. But whoever Yankton is throwing, I'm sure they're going to do an excellent job. Our key batter of the game brought to you by Missouri River Associates. Looking for insurance agents that have the knowledge to point you in the right direction? Contact Missouri River Associates in Yankton. For Yankton, I'm going to give the key batter of the game to Matthew Sheldon. That big bat is due for some big hits here. And he's played well, but he's had any big hits in a few games and looking for that bat to wake up against Tabor. And we'll see if that is the case. And
good news.
Oh, we have news.
We can give you your starting pitcher preview for Yankton.
And who would that be?
It will be Frankie Entfeld on the mound for game number 2 of the day. Now we run through, I had to take a photo, so I had to close my Game Changer app. So now we run the circle of going to find his stats. But very good pitcher so far this year has been Frankie Entfeld. Going into the Lewis and Clark Classic, he was sensational. Hadn't given up a run yet, I believe. Yeah, going into the Classic, he hadn't given up a run. He'd only issued 2 walks and had 8 strikeouts. Looking at his totals after the Lewis and Clark Classic, he did have an extra game in there. Frankie doesn't want to load. I love this so much. 10 innings pitched for him across 3 games. 2 of them starts. He has a 1-1 record. Allowed 6 hits. He's issued 8 walks, has 15 strikeouts. He has hit 1 batter. He has a 1.4 whip. He stranded 8 runners on base. That game, though, in the Lewis and Clark Classic, did get into a bit of a trouble spot. Ended up giving up, 7 runs in that start. But outside of that one shaky start against a very good team in the Lewis and Clark Classic, I believe that was the game against. It was day 1. No, I'm blanking. I'm rambling. No, it was in the Lewis and Clark Classic.
Oh, Lewis Clark. SMC.
No, it was against Legacy, I believe.
Oh, but the first game. Anyway,
it was in day 1. It was against Legacy. Look, there was a lot of games last weekend.
Guys, it is hot.
It's hot. I'm not doing great in normal weather conditions, but I digress. Frank Ginfeld, great pitcher. He'll be pitching again today, looking to bounce back after a start last week against Sioux Falls, or in the Lewis and Clark Classic. We never played Sioux Falls in that Classic, I promise. After a tough start last week in the Lewis and Clark Classic, looking to bounce back today. I tab him to do so. Good pitcher.
Our key to the game, a.k.a. our vision of the game, brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you.
Well, it should be keep your head on straight after the rambling I just went on, but for Yankton today, it's going to be just to stay calm, cool, and collected, which can be difficult with these hotter temperatures. Tabor just played a tough 10-inning game. Yankton, a little more rested, got a couple hours off since their last game. Try to stay calm, try to stay cool, get out there on the base paths, don't make mistakes when you're out there, and just play a cool, calm, collected, clean game. Whole lot of C's in there, but should be a good one for Yankton.
All right, and we did just get the Tabor lineup, so during our break, Braid, we'll just scramble to take care of that.
We can swap. I can send you Yanktons, and you can send me Tabors.
Absolutely, but let's thank a few of our sportscaster partners.
We'll start with First Dakota National Bank. For more than 150 years, they've been providing South Dakota families and businesses just like yours with personalized banking services. First Dakota National Bank is the proud team sponsor for Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball. Truxedo, a real truck company. America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty at 260-1600 and unlock the American dream. And lastly, Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home. Go to break here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, there's a helpful smile in every aisle. We'll be back in a couple minutes with more for Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball on KYNT and KYNT-TV. Back in a couple minutes.
Have you seen the new UTVs and ATVs on the lot at Lewis and Clark Ford? I'm Brandon Tykrow, and I'm excited to announce that Lewis and Clark Ford is now selling Massimo Motorsports products. We have on hand Massimo UTVs and ATVs with very affordable prices and financing available. Massimo comes standard with winches and touchscreens with the ability to add many more accessories. Stop at Lewis and Clark Ford and check them out. Lewis and Clark Ford, 4th and Capitol, Yankton.
Ground beef is only $2.99 a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And $2.99 a pound is not just the price today or this week, it's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop and count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for ground beef every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12 packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Want to take the hassle out of servicing your heating or cooling system? Then sign up for the Kaiser Signature Membership Program. This is Chris Frick with Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Not only will you get peace of mind knowing your units are being serviced regularly, but being a Kaiser Signature member gives you priority service, a discount on parts and labor, and no overtime rates. Take comfort and let our qualified professional technicians keep you running.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
Hot dog, it's camping season, and we have just the thing to fill your cooler. Sheboygan Hot Dogs. Grab your campfire roasting stick and Sheboygan's all-beef hot dogs and get ready to make some memories. Proudly produced at Simple Meats in Yankton.
The way it tastes is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
Are you or a family member receiving Medicare calls asking if you've received your new Medicare card? This should be a red flag, as Medicare is not sending out new cards, and Medicare will not contact you to ask you about your card. If you have, or someone you know has received this type of call and they gave out their Medicare number, please contact the South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Is the open road calling your name? Explorers Credit Union is here to put you in the driver's seat of your next adventure with an exclusive auto loan offer. For a limited time, get 1% cash back and reduce your rate by 1% when you purchase or refinance your car with us. Imagine where you could go with extra cash in hand and lower monthly payments. Get pre-approved today and explore the road ahead with confidence. Learn more and apply at explorerscu.com today. All loans are subject to approval. See credit union for details.
At Triple Time Rudy's, not only do you get top-notch fuel to keep you on the move, but it's a destination for delicious local treats. You'll find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. It's your community's pit stop for more than just fuel. Triple Time Rudy's supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, stop by Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
Welcome back to Riverside Field, the Hy-Vee pregame show. Bryce Ladwig alongside the one and only, the legend, the phenom,
That's new.
Brayden Butler.
That's new.
Fans of the game today brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. Whether you're traveling to a home or away game, be sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's, located at 1606 Broadway Avenue. Your umpires of the game brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond. And your starting lineups brought to you by First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. Didn't discuss this with him beforehand, but I'm going to go ahead and blitz Brayden Butler here with the starting lineups, and I'll give him as many seconds as I can. 3, 2,
Give me 5 more.
1, -2. Brayden.
Yeah, you played that superbly, Bryce, as I am now done with the starting lineups for both teams. And we'll take a look at Tabor Post 183 to start here. We'll look at their batting order, go over who each player in the batting order, which position they're playing as well as we go through. But Tabor will be batting first, and their batting order will see Landon Schmidt lead off playing second base. He'll be followed by Easton Mutter playing center, Landon Barris playing shortstop and batting third, Jackson Cabo batting fourth and playing right field, Jace Topol fifth playing first base, Trey Call sixth playing, he's the designated hitter, Landon Smith, the pitcher, will hit for himself. The designated hitter, Trey Call, will be in place of the catcher, Wes Call. So the pitcher, Landon Smith, batting seventh, Cooper Mutter playing third and batting eighth, and Caden Himes rounds out the order, batting ninth, playing left field. As previously mentioned, Wes Call, the catcher, will be hit for by the designated hitter. As for Yankton, tell you how they're lining up out in the field. In left field will be Cale Gary getting the start out in the outfield after pitching game one. Tate Bestie returns to center field where he played in the opening game, and Evan Sirk takes the spot of Frankie Intveld in right field with Intveld going to the pitcher's mound. Around the horn, inside the diamond, third base will be Mark Cottle, pitched a little bit in game one in relief. Shortstop will be Lucas Kamshoff as per the rules. Owen Wishon will play second base, and Easton Fieser at first. Behind the plate, Gavin Johnson. On the mound will be Frankie Intveld. That is your battery today, Intveld and Johnson. Just to go over it again quick, your battery for Tabor will be Landon Smith on the mound and Wes Call behind the plate.
Thank you, Brayden.
Also like to take some time to thank a couple of our sportscaster sponsors. Without them, this broadcast would not be possible. I think I swallowed a bug there as I was going into that, so my apologies there. The UPS store, we'll start with them. They're offering packing and shipping, plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services, helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton across from Walmart. Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. And Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with a vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. Take another break here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. We'll come back in a couple minutes with more breakdown for this matchup between Yankton and Tabor. We'll be back in a couple minutes here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
The mission of State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Hi, I'm Roy Wilcox with State Farm Insurance. We have been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, we're here to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Give me a call or stop by anytime.
Call Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance today, 665-7140. Find more at roywilcox.com.
The other day, a gal came into the UPS store to drop off a package. On her way out, she noticed the print sample wall and asked if we could print invitations. The answer was, yes, we can. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. For over 7 years now, the UPS store has been helping hundreds of customers with their printing needs. From basic copies to business cards and invitations to posters, we can print them. Stop out and ask about our current print specials and see how we can help with your printing needs.
Do you want a job that keeps it real? At Truxedo, a real truck company, we keep it real by promoting our values of excellent service, teamwork, accountability, and innovation. Join the Truxedo team and enjoy your next career adventure. We have a variety of openings, including senior EH&S specialist and weekend maintenance technician too. So don't wait. Get up, get out, and apply at realtruck.com/careers and start your next adventure with a career at Truxedo.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Yankton Medical Clinic welcomes Linda Reese to their pulmonology department, offering pulmonology services found in a larger community right here in Yankton. So there's no need to travel to see a pulmonology expert. With complete sleep studies read by YMC physician Dr. Michael Pietla, full breathing tests, and diagnostic and treatment options for allergies and asthma. Plus, with the pulmonology department, you will always be under the care of a physician. Make an appointment today with Linda Reese and be seen sooner than in a large city with the same and often better pulmonology care.
So, you need a new vehicle. What's the best vehicle for you? Where do you get financing? What's your trade worth? Answer all these questions and more at BillionAuto.com. You can compare 16 new car brands and thousands of used vehicles, all in the palm of your hand at BillionAuto.com. Plus, estimate the trade value of your vehicle in 2 easy steps. It's car buying made easy. Apply for credit pre-approval at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted, not all approved.
FNBO is the great big small bank. And for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
Hello, here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
And welcome back to Riverside Field as we are set for baseball already. This pitch misses on the inside. This is Landon Schmidt for Tabor. Your first pitch brought to you by Lewis and Clark Ford. Lewis and Clark Ford is a proud sponsor of Yankton Athletics. Visit them at 4th and Capitol in Yankton or at lewisandclarkford.com. And first pitch temperature, 92 degrees. Wow. And 9 miles per hour from the southwest. It's a 1-1 count to Landon Schmidt again. Frankie Infeld on the mound. All right, we're all set. Here we go. I got it all taken care of, Brayden. And a hard cut from Schmidt makes it 1-2. Nice pitch by Infeld.
I had a moment there where I had to take my headset off and lean back. I thought I was going to sneeze. You know when the sneeze starts to come and then it just leaves you for no reason?
Sure.
Yeah, well, now I'm terrified it's going to just randomly happen.
And dribble it over to Sean at second, and that is the first out. So 1 away, top of the first.
So if you randomly hear a sneeze in the distance, I ran to the back end of the booth and tried my best to hide it.
Or you'd be like me and just apologize after. Remember, I muted myself. I was like,
if I sneeze into the mic, I'm going to go home and take a shower. I'm going to do that anyway with how hot it's been today. But
Easton Mutter at the plate. Mutter, the third baseman for Tabor, takes the ball on the outside, 1-0. And Infeld delivers a strike on the inside. Makes the count 1-1.
Yeah, Mutter batting second here after Schmidt, and then it's Landon, I believe Boris coming up in the 3-hole. There's one other person, that one would have hit me in the face, this net wasn't here. There's one other person that I know of with the last name, and there it's pronounced Boris, about the same way. So if it is different, somebody please let me know, but I'm pretty sure.
If it is different, it's hot, man.
If it is different, I was wrong. Hey, man. It's not the first time, won't be the last.
And the 1-2 misses high. It's a 2-2 count now to Mutter.
I think Frankie thought he got him on that one.
I don't know. There comes a point where I had to start saying things.
Isn't that like our job?
Yeah, I mean, just incoherent things. And the 2-2, and that is a called third strike. Hit the outside edge. Gets Mutter looking, and Landon Barris now. Barris, whatever Brayden said it was, steps to the plate.
Barris.
But
it could also be Barris.
What if it's just Bears?
What if it is I'm going to run down and ask Tabors. Hey, you guys are busy? Yeah, cool. How do you pronounce Landon's name? Not Schmidt.
And strike on the inside to...
Or Smith.
Wait, what? Barris?
Barris. There are 3 Landons on this team for Tabor.
And the 0-1. Curveball misses high. It's a 1-1 count. I'll never feel bad for myself with names, considering we had the Rikens.
All of them.
And we got used to it, of course, but our oppositions always were like, what? And the 1-1 call, strike on the outside.
I'll never forget before the state championship game for basketball against Mitchell, talking to some other broadcasters who were there, not even from Mitchell, just neutral sites broadcasting the game, and it's like, all right, which ones are brothers?
And one hopper over to Cottle at third. Up with the throw and gets him. A 5-3 put out ends the top of the first. No hits, no runs, no errors, no one left on base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 1.
Big thank you to Aztec of Yankton. They were founded on innovation and a passion to help their customers. Build your career at the group that's built to connect from rock to road, and click careers at aztecindustries.com. Midwest Insurance Agency. See Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance for your farm, home, and auto insurance needs. Call today to set up an appointment. Avera, moving health forward, and One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton.
All right, back in 1 minute, Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball, KYNT and KYNT-TV.
Whether it's to watch the game, eat out with the family, or hang out with friends, Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is everyone's favorite place to eat. Checkers' menu has mouth-watering burgers, satisfying sandwiches, and wraps, and of course, wings. With 18 specialty wings flavors, there's a sauce for everyone. Like to mix it up? Try their sauce of the month. Head to Checkers Tuesday to Thursday 4 to 11, Friday to Sunday 11 to 11 on Walnut just north of 4th Street in Yankton. Have a large group or event that you'd like to offer clothing for? JJ Benji's can make you look good. Instead of you taking orders, collecting money, and then delivering the clothing, let JJ Benji's handle it all. JJ Benji's will create an online store with the merchandise you want to offer. People order, pay, and then JJ Benji's will ship it. You just provide a link or QR code to the online store, and that's it. Contact JJ Benji's in Yankton for more information.
Welcome back to Riverside Field. Leading off for Yankton, Tate Bestie. And And Bestie takes a ball, misses low, opening pitch.
So I went out into the PA part of the press box, Bryce, to try to brainstorm some ideas on if we're pronouncing Barris, right?
Bears.
So that's where this story gets interesting. So myself and another guy are talking about it, and then Barris and Barris is their conversation, and then the guy who's running the scoreboard operator right now just says, what if it's Bears? And don't throw out option C at me right now.
So did we decide on anything?
I'm going to go with Barris, and I will be corrected and will accept that correction if anyone corrects me.
2-1, and Tate Bestie lands this one over to third. It is off the glove of Mutter. It was a tough play, and he reaches first safely on a late throw. And we'll see if this was an assessed an error or not. That was a hard hit ball, Brayden.
It was very hard hit, and Tate Bestie's been very good in that leadoff spot. Obviously, the name that's been missing from the lineup today, Austin Goebel, who sometimes will be the leadoff hitter. He almost acts as a secondary leadoff hitter at times as the 9-hole hitter. So.
What's he doing? What's his excuse?
Oh, he might be in Eugene, Oregon right now.
And Bestie takes off for second, and that's a stolen base. And they are going to reach on an error for his Besties.
All right, so it'll be E5. But yeah, Austin Goebel out in Eugene, Oregon, along with Carson Ness, Connor Slaba, and Dylan Payer. They're all competing in the Nike Outdoor Nationals. Oh, my.
Kamshoff lifts this one out toward left. It's going back, and on the warning track that will score Tate Bestie. He'll round third and score. And Kamshoff digging for third, and he is in there with a triple. Yankton on the board here in the bottom of the first.
I'm trying to give some hype to your teammates and classmates, Kamshoff. You just send a rocket out to left field. That's
so rude.
It was rude to me. I was talking over his great hit. Great play by Kamshoff. We mentioned he's been in kind of a slump as of late. That is one way to knock yourself right out of it, get that deep ball to left center.
And now Matthew Sheldon muscles this one foul. Maybe it's in foul territory, actually, and it is gloved there by Topol. And Kamshoff giving his best dance moves over there at third. We'll stay put on the bag.
And we say Kamshoff's in a slump. He's still hitting, I think between 350 and 400 right now on the year.
He's just falling off. And that will bring up Owen Washawn.
Washawn, who's been hitting very well in the year, coming into today's pair of games, 383 batting average.
Washawn lifts this one out towards center, and it is Mutter gloving it. That will be deep enough to score Kamshoff easily. And Yankton leads 2-0. An RBI sac fly for Owen Washawn. They don't want you to talk.
Every time I open my mouth, they're hitting one of the outfield. I should talk more.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It doesn't help me either. Landon Schmidt has... make sure I have the right Landon.
Landon Smith.
Landon Smith. Landon Schmidt's the other one of three Landons.
If you think I should mute Brayden Butler for our Indian text. 0-1 count to the Easton Feeser experience. Or a.k.a. Easton Feeser. And he has a 1-1 count. Misses that one inside. But now that this broadcast is going to be off the rails today.
Well, let me rein it back in. Landon Smith on the mound does work very quickly between pitches. As soon as he's set and got the pitch, he's ready to go.
The 1-1, Feeser takes for a ball on the outside, 2-1.
And that mentality didn't really change when there were runners on base either. Even with Lucas Kamshoff at third, he was still quick in and out of his motion.
And the 2-1. That one also misses. 3-1 count now to Feeser. Three-1 from Smith. And Feeser lifts this one foul into the windshield of Brayden Butler's vehicle.
Guy, I hope not. I have the absolute minimum of minimum coverage on that thing.
The payoff pitch. And a foul tip keeps it alive. To quote Forrest Gump, Brayden, I'm really tired.
I'm tired. I think I'm going to go home now.
Payoff pitch to Feeser. Or payoff pitch number 2, I should say. Lance Smith shaking off a bunch of signs. Apparently an Ephus pitch is coming up. And that is a fastball misses on the outside, and that's a walk issue to Easton Feeser.
Landon Smith shook off 3 signs. We were about to see a pitch we've never seen before if he didn't agree to that last one.
I'm being really rude, actually. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I didn't mean that.
I'm the one. I'm sorry, Landon Smith. And now it is Evan Sirk at the plate. And Sirk, a nice fastball, just misses on the inside. It's a 1-0. A lot of velocity coming from the arm of Smith.
Yeah, like that combination of working quickly and being able to throw hard can definitely throw off the timing of batters. Is almost gets somebody at first.
Yeah, nice throw over to first as well. Really quick move.
Feeser gets back in safely, though. He's got 2 down in the inning. I know there's 2 runs on the board, but he's pitched very well. An infield error, let one of those runners get on base, and then some of the best in the state right now can't get a fastball by Lucas Kamshoff, so there's no harm done there.
Strike called on the outside. It's a 1-1 count to Cirque. Yeah, we do have a time as Call will come out and talk to Smith on the mound. Coach Drew Lawrence will talk to Mark Cottle, or just hand him equipment.
Hey, I have a lot of equipment over here at third base. Can you just take this real quick?
Yeah, to continue our conspiracy theory, we're told by Coach Drew Lawrence that the earpieces him in career wear are to communicate, whatever. But
he actually said it started as a joke just to throw people off, and then they thought about it and realized. And I think the balk's going to be called here on the pitcher.
So a balk is called.
And Feeser will take second base off of it, too.
So now we have a runner in scoring position for Yankton.
And that's one of the things, too, you run that risk when you work quickly between pitches. If you don't come set for that beat, you can get a balk called.
And the 1-1. Cirque lifts this one out toward center. And it is gloved out there by Gary. And that is the third out. So an F7 for Cirque in the scorebook. And Yankton scores 2 runs on one hit and 1 error. And how many runners are left on? 1? Yeah, 1 runner left on base on air production meeting. But Yankton leads 2-0 going into the top of inning number 2. There's your scoreboard update brought to you by Edward Jones, financial advisor Colby Cook. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cook, your Edward Jones, financial advisor, member SIPC. Call 605-653-4860. Back in 1 minute, Yankton Post 12, Legion Baseball, KYNT, KYNT-TV.
My name is Dr. Gibson, and teaching allows me to show my compassionate spirit. I instruct a lot of students that want to go into the medical fields. If I can teach them how to be compassionate and look out for others and even help each other, they'll be better in their careers. They will be better physical therapists, better doctors, better nurses.
Show your spirit at Mount Marty University and schedule a tour today at showyourspiritmmu.com.
The warmer months can be wonderful times that allow for plenty of fun outdoors. However, while you may be enjoying the outside time, pests and insects may be trying to find their way inside. Eliminating a pest infestation and ensuring they don't return can be tough to do on your own. But with Olson's Pest Technicians by your side, you can rest assured you're fully protected. Locally owned and operated since 1966, Olson's Pest Technicians provides reliable pest control services to residential and commercial properties. Visit 800KILBugs.com.
Jackson Caba at the mound. Or at the plate, rather. Yeah, this one is fouled back into the net. It's a 1-1 count. Frankie Infield still on the mound for Yankton, of course. Yankton leads 2-0 here in the top of the second.
I was going to say something probably went wrong if Caba's on the mound all of a sudden while Yankton's pitching.
Zoom in. And the 1-1 swung through by Caba, and now it's a 1-2 count.
After Caba, it'll be Jace Topol, and Trey Call was your 3-batter minimum. The pitcher, Landon Smith, waiting in the wings. He'd be the 4th batter to reach the plate if it gets that far.
Pitch misses just on the outside. It's a 2-2 count to Caba. Now Infield. It's ready and delivers. And it is going to be a base hit down the third base line, just out of the reach of Mark Cottle as Caba rounds first, heading towards second. And he'll be in there standing up. A leadoff double for the right fielder. And I'll bring up Jace Topol. And Topol, the first baseman for Tabor in this matchup. Remember, this Tabor team, Brayden, just got done with a 10-inning, what seemed to be like a 19-inning game. with Vermilion.
And it was the bottom, and they were the team that batted in the bottom half, so they played full 10-inning game.
Yeah, in 250-degree weather. First pitch to Topol is a strike on the outside, 0-1. Okay, maybe it was like 93 or 4 or 5, but
I think first pitch temperature is about 93, 92 here still. So even with the sun not really setting, sunset won't happen until after 9 p.m. this evening, but even if it starts to dip lower, it's still warm.
And the 0-1 call strike on the outside, 0-2.
The hiccups are back from game 1.
No, I'm only meant to be outside for about 3 or 4 minutes at a time.
Good thing we're in a booth.
Yeah. 0-2 now.
And everywhere we go to broadcast, we're in booths.
And ball misses on the outside, 1-2. So when I was in the Army, so I lived in, stationed in Georgia, and then I went to Iraq and Afghanistan, but Iraq was the hot one, right? But, I never really had the problem of, sunburn. My face, sure. But, you have to wear full jerseys. My gosh, been out so long. Uniforms. And as a called third strike on Topol, kind of awesome pitch there from Infeld. So it goes down looking, and that will bring up Trey Call. Yep. Trey Call. Anyway, what I was saying is my entire Army career didn't really have too many sunburn moments, but my face, I'll tell you what, was crisp.
Looked like a skillet of bacon by the end of the day.
Pretty much. There's farmer's tan, and then there's the Bryce Ladwig Army tan. Just ends at the neck. So 1-0 count to Call.
Just not to worry, I just saw a wasp land on the net in front of us, and I was about to leave the booth.
We both were. Send it to break. And Call ends launching this one out towards center field. Giving chase is Bestie, and what a glove out there in center field. And great tracking by Tate Bestie. If he doesn't grab that one, that's going to score. That's going to score Kaba, and then Call was definitely going to be standing up for a double at least.
And he might have made it all the way around to 3. We saw Lucas Kamshoff hit a triple in the first inning for Yankton. So, yeah, definitely a great play. We talked when Austin Goebel was out in center field, we talked about his speed and how he's able to cover ground. Tate Bestie, no slouch in the speed department either. He covered a lot of ground to catch that one.
And Lance Smith now at the plate takes the ball to the outside, 1-0.
It goes without saying, we brought it up earlier for Goebel, Slaba, Payer, and Ness all competing out in Oregon. Good luck to those guys. I know their first event, I believe, is on Thursday, the sprint medley. And then the rest of them are on Saturday.
The 1-0. This one lifted behind the concessions here. And it's a 1-1 count. Some people, I like seeing people lined up outside the fence. I like to imagine they're listening. Hey, if you are listening out in left field, right, deep out there, wave at me.
They have it up on KYNT TV, so it's like a delay, so we're not even going to be looking.
And so a 2-1 count.
Like a minute from now, they're going to wave, and we're just not going to be paying attention.
Yeah. No, seriously, wave out and left. Make it obvious. Did he wave?
He adjusted his cap.
What? All right, 2-1 count. This one lifted out to a Cottle at third. Up with it. The throw across the diamond is in time. And so Tabor strands a runner in scoring position. And there were no runs on one hit and no errors. And we go to the bottom of inning number 2. Yankton still leading 2-0.
Big thank you to Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire. They're your auto service and tire store next door. FNBO, the great big small bank, and for more than 165 years, they've been with you where you are. The UPS store, helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton across from Walmart and Yankton Thrive. There's a thriving business economy in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com.
All right, we'll be back in 1 minute. Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball, KYNT and KYNT TV.
Did you know Sherco offers more than egg tarps? As an industry leader in construction, waste, and flatbed tarping systems, Sherco offers manual and electric tarp systems for not only grain trailers and grain carts, but also side dumps, end dumps, belly dumps, roll-offs, flatbeds, and more. To learn more, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best, demand Sherco.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
Welcome back to Riverside Field. Mark Cottle get us rolling here in the bottom of inning number 2. Ducks out of the way of a pitch there from Landon Smith. It's a 1-0 count.
Cottle gets this rolling, and it was almost sent him rolling there as he ducked out of the way.
He would just take it on the helmet. And the 1-0 also misses high and inside. 2-0 count. Mark Cottle, lineman for the Yankton Bucks football team. One of our guys. One of the
OG guys.
2-0 call, striking the outside. 2-1 count.
One of my first guys. Now it's just everybody I've ever covered, but
it's anyone that wears Yankton red. And this one lifted out toward left, working his way under it is Himes, and is able to glove it for the first out, 1 away.
Yeah, my list of guys and gals is a mile long. If I've covered your athletics at Yankton High School, I probably like you as a person.
And Cale Gary now. His first at-bat of the day. Takes a strike on the outside, 0-1. Warning to everyone, if a wasp does enter this booth, there will be dead air for a while, or a dead wasp, or a dead broadcaster, because I sacrificed Brayden. So that one is a strike on the outside, 0-2 to Cale Gary.
I did my battle with a wasp earlier, all right? Out in center field. I put that camera
Brayden,
up.
I fought my wars. So it's the 0-2
We've each
now.
fought our battles.
And Cale Gary set down a strike, chases a fastball on the inside. And he set down, so that brings up Gavin Johnson. Didn't play in the first game and is behind the plate for this game.
There's something funny I always think about we always make the jokes about
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, my list of like just rooting for everybody we cover. I could have never talked to some of these athletes, but if somebody asked me about them, I will say, "Oh, what a good kid." So they're
he might just be the worst. He's a great guy.
Great kid.
And the 0-1. Breaking ball, and this one is tipped off the bat, but 0-2.
It's like Gavin Johnson, like you said, didn't play in game 1, but he's had a good season so far at the plate, from behind the plate as well. Sometimes when it's as hot as it is, you can't expect guys to play 2 full games behind the dish.
And a call third strike. Gavin Johnson set down. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on a base. We go to the top of inning number 3. Yankton leading 2-0. That scoreboard update brought to you by Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be a part of your daily routine. Increase physical performance and boost focus with just 10 calories, no sugar or gluten. Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to fuel your fun. Back in 1 minute, Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball, KYNT, KYNTV.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Do you feel sometimes trapped at work, surrounded by 4 walls, working the same task daily? Well, here's an opportunity. Larry's is hiring for installers and service technicians. These positions mean that you are out and about at a job site with a different situation every day. No experience needed, we will train you. Larry's offers great pay and benefits. Apply for our installer or service technician position by stopping by our Yankton location at 2401 Broadway Avenue or online at larrysheatingandcooling.com.
Welcome back to Riverside Field. Yankton leading 2-0 as we always do. We'll turn over play-by-play to the luminary, the visionary, the trailblazer, the beacon, the virtuoso, and the Titan, Brayden Butler.
Just go to the thesaurus and look up adjectives.
Yes.
This is what you did between games. You looked up adjectives. You know what I did between games? I ate sunflower seeds. Watched baseball. All right, speaking of baseball, we got some in front of us right now, contrary to what you may believe listening to this broadcast.
What's a paragon? That's on here.
Stop. Oh, my goodness. Cooper Mutter is at the plate. He's the 8-hole hitter. He'll be followed by Caden Himes, and then the top of the order with Landon Schmidt. Frankie Hintveld still on the mound. It's an 0-1 count. Misses outside for ball 1. Count goes to 1-1.
I looked it up. The paragon, Brayden Butler. A person or thing regarded as a perfect example of a particular quality.
Oh.
Are you going to argue with that, Brayden?
Depends on which quality. It's a 1-1 count. Back into the net. Make it 1-2. That can be true, I guess.
Oh, yeah, Kaba is pronounced Saba.
Saba. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Thank you, source. I don't know if you want your name to be out there.
I assume just send a follow-up text if you want your name to be out there.
Well, this person's definitely listening.
So that was Jackson Saba who hit that double back.
It didn't
in the last
sound
inning.
right, you know? Kaba.
Swung on and missed there. Cooper Mutter is shut down to start inning number 3. That brings up Caden Himes. Next, we got to ask the source if they know if it's Barris or Barris. First pitch swung on and missed there for strike 1 for Himes, left fielder. He had a great sliding play out in left field to end the first inning off a hit by Evan Sirk. The 0-1. Foul tipped. That one, I think the bat hit the glove. I don't know if the umpire called catcher interference. We're having a conversation about it right now. So they're having a conversation right now. The coach in the third base coaching box for Tabor is arguing that the contact with the glove was from the bat of the batter, which means it would be catcher's interference. But the home plate umpire is saying that it was off of the foul tip, that the contact was off of the glove. So it wasn't catcher's interference. Either way, the next pitch is in there for strike 3, and Himes is sat down on strikes. 2 strikeouts to start inning number 3 for Frankie Hintveld.
Either way, I love listening to the conversations.
Yeah, I feel bad for
I don't
our listeners at home, because I just go silent. I'm like, what are they saying? I need to figure out what they're saying.
They can hear it too.
Yeah, and
if we can hear it, they can hear it.
Yeah, true. And if it is maybe a little faint, you got the radio turned down, then I know how to
turn it up.
First of all, turn it up. Second of all, I know how to explain to you what just happened by listening to them. It's a quick 2-0 count here as a couple balls have been taken by Landon Schmidt.
That's why you're the luminary.
No one knows what that means.
Wow, not very luminous of you.
Katie probably knows what it means. She's a word person. That one misses as well. 3-0. Schmidt most likely taken all the way. Easton Mutter on deck. And if it gets to him, 2 down in the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts started this one for Hintveld.
Have some other adjectives for you, but I can't say them on air.
You can once, is what I've been told.
Yes.
That one's in there for strike 1. Taking all the way was Schmidt. Grounded out to the second baseman, Washawn, in his first at-bat. (3-1) in there as well. Count goes full. Hintveld's battled back on the mound. We get a payoff pitch here from Hintveld. The 3-2. Swung on, popped up over the head of Cottle at third and drops into shallow left field. Put it right where it needed to be for a single for Schmidt. That brings up Easton Mutter. Mutter struck out in his first at-bat. Trying to change the tune on this one. Time called. Batter steps out. Hintveld steps off. Now everybody's getting reset. 2 down in the inning with a runner on first after that single from Schmidt. Only the second hit of the game for Tabor. This one sent hopping to Sean at second. He runs it over to first base a little bit before flipping it over to Fieser for out number 3. A 4-3 putout does it for the top of the third. Big thank you to Northtown Automotive, your local Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. Visit northtownusa.com. And FloorTech, whether your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech at 665-4839. As well as Sherco, a proud supporter of Yankton Sports. We need to be sure and make it Sherco. And lastly, State Farm, Roy Wilcox. They've been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, they will help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Roy Wilcox State Farm is a proud supporter of Yankton Athletics. 2-0, Yankton leads. Post 12 trying to add to that as we go to the bottom of the third. Back in 60 seconds on KYNT, KYNT-TV.
Conquer the day and reach new heights with Rise Fuel energy drinks. Rise Fuel is ready to help elevate your performance. Packed with essential vitamins and nutrients, Rise Fuel gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Whether you're hitting the gym, the field, or the track, Rise Fuel has your back. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel energy drinks. Rise to the challenge with Rise Fuel. Ignite your passion and dominate your game.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
Welcome back in here. KYNT, KYNT-TV. First pitch of the bottom of the third. Misses just inside Tate Bestie for ball 1. Bestie reached on an error, stole a base, and came around to score back in the first inning. He leads off the third. That one's in there, strike 1. It's a 1-1 count now to Bestie. Yankton currently leads 2-0 in the bottom of inning number 3. 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors. No runs on 2 hits, 1 error so far for Tabor. Count goes 2-1 as that missed for a ball as well. Two-1. Bestie thought about it, held up, still a strike. Bat didn't really leave his shoulder there, but you can see the twitch in his arm if you're watching on KYN-TV. Thought about taking a swing. That one misses outside for ball 3. It's full count now for Bestie. Bestie, Kamshoff, Sheldon. That's your 3-batter minimum for Yankton. This one flared out, just foul in front of the first base dugout. Landon Smith, after a trouble spot in the first inning, came back with a 3-up, 3-down second. But they will not be the same here, at least not conventionally. That is a single out to left center field by Tate Bestie. He gets on base again. Been on base twice today, once by an error and now once by a hit. See if they get him running on the base paths too. We get that steal.
I was deep in the conversation here. I have my priorities, Brayden.
Conversation with yourself?
Yeah.
Do some of my best conversating that way.
No, when the wife texts me, I got to drop everything.
No, that's valid. Bestie takes off for second base, looking for his second steal of the game. Slides in, feet first, in there in time. Delayed call from the umpire out in the field. Thought for a second. Call it the other way.
Bestie has one of the best jumps on the team on the bases.
He has great reaction time, just in general. We've seen it. He gets great jumps out in the field as well as this one. Speaking of out in the field, is sent to right center. That will one hop off the fence. Bestie will score off of that one, and Lucas Kamshoff is halfway to the cycle as he stands up with an RBI double.
That'll do it.
That brings up Matthew Sheldon. Kamshoff kind of meant it as a joke halfway to the cycle, but he's, well, at Riverside it's a little different. But he's already got what should be the toughest part in the triple.
The 2 toughest parts of this level, the triple and the home run.
We've seen him hit home runs. Warm day like this, I don't know what the humidity is like. The ball might fly, especially with the wind calming down. It was blowing in earlier in the day. That one's in there for a strike to Sheldon.
Well, I'm doing my best to help the wind go outward with the AC blowing in here.
I'll just have a heavy exhale a couple times, and maybe that'll get the wind going the other way. That one's in there for strike 2.
Have me go up and down the stairs a few times.
Once. Down and then up. It's an 0-2 count to Sheldon. Smith has hit the zone back-to-back pitches, attacking Matthew Sheldon. After giving up back-to-back hits, showing no fear. That one misses just outside for a ball. It's a 1-2 count from Smith. Sheldon popped out to the first baseman in his first at-bat. 1-2 on the ground. Chopper gets through the gap between short and third. That'll be a base hit. Trouble handling it in left field. They're going to send Kamshoff home. We'll have a play at the plate. Kamshoff slides in, head first, safe at home, and Matthew Sheldon advances to second on the throw. I think they're going to say runner. They're definitely going to say Sheldon advanced on the throw. I don't know if they're going to give a fielding error out in left field, so that means no RBI for Sheldon, if that's how they rule Kamshoff came home.
I'm on it. But let's take a moment to also appreciate the slide from Lucas Kamshoff and him avoiding breaking his hand.
Yeah, he kind of he twisted his body to the left as he's sliding in and then swiped his left hand around. Tough play at the plate. He made it work.
No, they are crediting Matthew Sheldon with an RBI.
Perfect. Because I wrote that down before I asked. I don't have to change anything. 1-0.
But it was a single, and he did advance on the throw.
The 1-0 pitch was chopped foul here by Owen Washon. Sac fly RBI in his first at-bat.
And the sky is blue.
Yep.
And those watching on KYNT TV, it's not snowing. That's just
pollen.
Pollen.
Cottonwood. Are there cottonwood trees around here?
I would welcome the snow right now.
You're an interesting character. 2-1 count. I got to drive back to Verm. I don't want the rows to be slick in any way, shape, or form.
Have you ever seen the movie Seven?
Yes.
That's like my ideal, situation.
I don't think you're saying that right.
not the story. Not the story.
I don't think that one works.
The weather.
It's a 3-1 count as that one misses inside.
No, we need to break it to clarify. The weather.
The weather. Only the weather. The 3-1 swung on by Washon. Couldn't get a piece of it.
I don't know. I'd team up with Morgan Freeman.
Not in that case.
Well, name anyone better.
Yeah, true. Keanu Reeves is pretty cool.
Yeah.
3-2. Misses away. Owen Washon draws a walk. So 2 plate appearances for Washon. He's officially 0 for 0 on the day with a sac fly RBI and a walk. Looking back to game 1, Washon had 2 walks in that game, so that's his third of the day.
The Easton Feeser experience. Here we go.
Well, see if he can duplicate his efforts from last weekend when he hit a home run over the right field fence. He wanted it. He wanted it.
He heard you.
Just couldn't get a piece of it. Strike 1. It was a beautiful swing, too, looking back at on the tape.
Oh, yeah. I rewatched it a couple 10 times.
I got to a baker's dozen. The 0-1 swung on, sent out to right field. This one is carrying. It's going to drop in the park, but it will roll to the fence. Easton Feeser, 1 run is going to score. Owen Washon breathing down the neck of Matthew Sheldon as both of them are coming home. Feeser goes to third, slides in safely. Both runners safe at home. A 2-run triple for Easton Feeser. It really is his world. We're just living in it.
Yeah, I think, Brayden, I'm going to go out there on a limb, and say it's whenever we call it the Easton Feeser experience.
It's one of those things where, when you come
I'll take credit for his success.
If you want a breakdown reason, making the jump up to senior legion is just adjusting the speed of play, and it feels like something has clicked for him the last week. But also, it's probably just because you gave him a nickname.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes, They break out, performances.
It's like in the video games, you apply like a certain piece of equipment, it gives them +10 to all stats. Applied nickname +10 to all stats.
But do I get a thank you when they're like, college commits, Twitter? No.
The 1-1 misses for a ball. It's 2-1 now to Evan Sirk.
I'd like to thank my mom, dad, coach this, coach that, and Bryce Ladwig for nicknaming me.
The 2-1 from Smith. Missed inside. Going east-west on Sirk, but can't find the zone. Ball 3. Evan Sirk with nobody down in the inning. Following him will be Mark Cottle and Cale Gary. And Sirk will walk to put runners at the corners.
Well, Yankton doing their best to try to make up for that time for the extra innings. Reminder, getting a little ahead of ourselves here, but it is 10 after 5. And I'm only saying that because of the rate that Yankton is getting on base right now.
Yeah, they have been doing very well here in the third inning. Runner takes off for second, Cirque, throw down. It's going to be cut off by the pitcher, trying to get over to third for Feezer. High throw, jumping stop made at third. Great play by Cooper Mutter over there at third.
Oh, man, I just came up with a new catchphrase. They come up randomly. I'll run it by you after a break.
I appreciate that. Let's go to break here real quick while there is a meeting on the mound. Don't know if there's going to be a change, but we'll get it for you if it happens. As of right now, we'll be back in 30 seconds here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Are fine lines and wrinkles making you feel less confident? Imagine a smoother, more radiant you in just one visit. The solution? Botox. Dr. Elwood at Elwood Family Dental Care is trained and experienced in providing cosmetic Botox to reduce fine lines in the facial region. Say goodbye to frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead wrinkles, and rediscover your natural beauty with safe and effective Botox treatment. Contact Elwood Family Dental Care today to schedule a consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
University of South Dakota football and volleyball season tickets are available now. The KYNT football team reached new heights in 2023, totaling 10 wins and hosting 2 home playoff games. South Dakota volleyball continued their tradition of success last season, clinching a share of the regular season Summit League title. Join the party this upcoming season and secure your seats today. For ticket information, visit goyotes.com.
Bryce, these players don't have patience when we come back from break. As we were trying to return here, Mark Cottle saw the first pitch, took the first pitch he saw out of the timeout and sent it into the outfield for a 2 RBI single, scoring Evan Cirque and Easton Feezer. 6 runs have now come across here in the bottom of the inning, number 3. 8-0 is your score here in Yankton. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change out on the mound. There was a change out in the field as well. I noticed it when the throw over. Cooper Mutter got the start at third base, but that has been replaced. We'll get that for you in a moment, as well as the pitching change. Over at third base now is Major Arstad, and coming into pitch is Easton Mutter from center field. And we'll get you all the rest of the changes as well when we come back. I know we just came back from break, but now with the pitching change, we'll head right back. Pitching change is brought to you by one of Yankton's biggest and best employers in Hedro. Ready for a break? Looking for a new career direction? Visit jobs.hedro.com. We'll be back here in 60 seconds on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Hey Yankton, are you looking to get down and dirty with full-time benefits and great pay? This is Luke from Hedro Maintenance. Come join our maintenance team where every day is something new, from electrical and all the way to hydraulics. We need your hands-on experience and mechanical knowledge. Hedro Maintenance is waiting for you. At Hedro, you will be a part of a bigger story, a story shaped by you. Apply today. Jobs.hedro.com. That's jobs.hedro.com. Search Yankton.
Medicare coverage is not a one-size-fits-all coverage. Do you like to travel? Are you wanting to spend your winters down south? Or just spend some time with your grandkids? Make sure you choose a plan that fits your needs and will travel with you. Visit Julie at Missouri River Associates to review your upcoming Medicare or your current needs. That's Julie at Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Welcome back in here, KYNT, KYN-TV. It's a 6-run bottom of the third right now for Yankton. And they got a runner on with nobody down. Cale Gary at the plate. Onto the mound is Easton Mutter, replacing Landon Smith. I didn't see anybody come out of the dugout, so I believe it was just a straight swap. Smith went to center field for Mutter, but I'll try to get a better look at them when they run in after this inning.
Wait, what is wrong with my roster? I have Mutter at third, and center to start the game? What?
Yeah, there's 2 mutters, Easton and Cooper.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
There's 2 mutters, 3 Landons.
I knew I was going crazy. I just wanted confirmation it wasn't because of this.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's not because of this.
Seriously, I've been in the sun way too long today, like 10 minutes.
It's like triple your average.
Yep.
The 2-2 now. Taken outside for ball 3 by Kale Gary.
Trying to get Yankton to invest in a Skyway.
We need to get invested in like a golf cart to take me out to center field to set up the camera.
Yes.
Just park it outside. That one's in there. Strike 3. Sets down Kale Gary. Brings up Gavin Johnson.
We'll put that in the budget right after the radar gun.
We're never getting the radar gun in the first place, so I could put my dreams to bed.
I'm going to start a GoFundMe for radar gun.
Johnson takes the plate. He is the 9-hole hitter. It'll go back to the top of the order, Tate Bestie, and he is also the 9th batter to step to the plate this half inning for Yankton. Only 1 down. Mark Cottle's on first. Johnson gets a piece of it, but too far underneath. Up the elevator shaft, it will be gloved at short for out number 2. Tate Bestie comes to the plate, led off with a single and stole a base. Came around to score. 1 of 6 runs to come across this inning. The other 5 are Lucas Kamshoff, Matthew Sheldon, Owen Wishon, Easton Fieser, and Evan Sirk have all come across to score. It's a 1-0 count to Besties. He took ball 1. There have been 5 hits this inning as well for Yankton. 2-0 count now. Takes ball 2. Does Bestie. 5 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks drawn. Good inning at the plate for Post 12. That one's in there for strike 1. Butter checking the runner at first. Comes set, now fires home. Underneath this one was Bestie that's popped up out of play.
All right, that solidifies it in my own head. Easton Fieser now officially has his nickname. I'm not ready to unveil it yet, though.
Which of the 3 suggested during the break? Chopper to shortstop. Tough chop. Glove near the belt line. Throw over to first. In there. Gets away from the first baseman. Mark Cottle taking off from second. Slides in. No, does not slide in. Gets into third. Standing up. Started to drop the hips a little bit. Thought he was going to slide in, but decides to stay standing. You got runners at the corners now after a throwing error. Let's Tate Bestie get to first.
First of all, no one suggested anything in this box. I came up with them on my own. But
Well,
what
that's
happens
not
is I just sit
suggestions.
here, and they just come to me, man.
Suggestions wasn't the right word. It was more just you saying them out loud and looking at me for my reaction. Runner goes. Kamshoff sends one out to center field as well. This one on the warning track, back near the fence, over the head of the center fielder. Lucas Kamshoff will glide into second base with a double. 2 RBIs come across as well.
He should have just held up at first.
Should have held up at first. You almost the cycle.
There's important things out here, Kamshoff.
Now, Lucas Kamshoff has had a great day at the office. 2 doubles, a triple, 4 RBI now, as that scored Tate Bestie and Mark Cottle.
Well, whenever they do it, it's congratulations to Kamshoff for breaking the scorebook. Because then you have to start going over to the next row.
This one popped up over the head and out of play by Matthew Sheldon. Luckily, this scorebook is built for a 9-inning game plus extra innings, so we're built for a 7-inning game. Even with extra innings, we do got a little more leeway as that one hits Sheldon in the back on a 1-1 pitch. There'll be runners on first and second now. Owen Wishon to the plate. 0 for 0 on the day with a run scored and an RBI. Had a sac fly in the first and a walk in the third. That was his 3rd walk drawn today. So he had 2 in game 1. This sends that one right back into the net in front of us.
I would have gotten it.
I know for a fact you were writing in your scorebook.
Oh, I have amazing peripherals.
Eyes on the top of your head. It's an 0-1 count. I should stop underestimating you, Bryce. I'm amazed every time I do.
Appreciate it.
That one misses high for a ball. It's a 1-1 count. 10-0 lead now for Yankton. 8 runs in the bottom of inning number 3. That one misses inside. Ball 2. The 2-1. That one's in there for a strike. So now it's a 2-2 count to Washawn. Bryce, you know what I want to say here. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 count. So Deuce is wild.
Deuce is wild.
This one sent out to right field by Washawn. Giving chase is the right fielder, and that one will be, in and out of the glove in right field. That'll be going down as a fielding error, and 2 runs are going to cross for it. Matthew Sheldon is the second one to cross home plate. Kampschoff led the charge. That is now 10 runs in the bottom of inning number 3. On that play as well, Washawn was able to advance to second base.
My source just came in with more info. Landon Barris is Barish.
Barish?
Or Barish. Hey, if it's Barish and not Barish, let me know, source.
I've been wrong so many times today, it's unreal.
I'm going to show you the source. You're going to be like, oh, of course. Naturally.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She would know. She's right up there with the Oracle.
Wow, now you just gave part of it away.
They would know. They're right up there with the Oracle.
Oh, yeah, baseball. Ooh.
It's an 0-2 count to Easton Feezer here.
Easton to Feezer.
Well, see how Feezy he makes this one out to left field, and it will actually be gloved out and left. That's my bad there. I probably ruined it. But that will be a line out to left field. The damage is done. 10 runs come across in the bottom of inning number 3. It's a 12-0 lead here for Yankton. 12 runs on 6 hits. A couple errors, and 1 runner gets left on base. Heavy inning for Yankton. They now lead 12-0 as we head to the top of the 4th. Frankie Intveld still on the mound. 12-0 score here on KYNT, KYN-TV. Scoreboard update. We brought to you by Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be part of your daily routine. Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to fuel your fun. 12-0 your score. We head to the top of the 4th. KYNT, KYN-TV, back in 60 seconds.
¿Está buscando una casa para comprar? Me llamo Deb Speck de Vision Real Estate y puedo ayudarle a encontrar la casa perfecta. Yo sé que la barrera del idioma puede ser difícil, pero puedo facilitar el proceso. Escoja a un agente que se habla español. Envíeme un mensaje de texto 605-661-9398.
Traveling to Yankton for business or pleasure? Then book your stay at Yankton's 2 best hotels, the Fairfield Inn and Suites and Holiday Inn Express. Both are conveniently located to everything in Yankton. Both offer complimentary hot breakfast and meeting rooms for business travelers. And if you want a great rate and still be able to change your reservation without a hassle, call either hotel direct. The Fairfield and Holiday Inn Express, 2 great hotel choices when visiting or arranging rooms for guests to Yankton.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYN-TV. That clips the leadoff hitter. The name I do apologize for. I have mispronounced about 7 ways from Sunday. Landon Barish. Am I saying that right now?
Barish.
Barish.
Or Barish. I'm still waiting for... Oh, yeah, Barish.
Barish.
Yeah, she
Barish.
just came in with the confirmation.
All right. Landon, we got your name right, brother. I promise. I think. I trust the league sources.
You know what? We give James Simbrick a nickname, the Oracle. The source will now be called the Luminary because I brought that up earlier.
What does that word mean? Barish on first after the hit by a pitch. Brings up Jackson Saba. It's an 0-1 count to him after he took strike 1. After he got
What was I
strike
doing?
1.
I was writing in my scorebook for some reason. Oh, yeah, I remember.
I believe in you. Swung on a miss there by Saba. Makes it an 0-2 count. Saba at the plate. Jace Topol on deck. Trey Call in the hole. Landon Smith waiting in the wings. That one swung on a miss, strike 3. Big punch out there for Infeld. His 5th of the game, if my numbers are correct. And they are, I hope. 5th punch out already, and we're 1 out into the 4th inning. So that's what, 10 total outs, half of them on the punch out? This one, hard grounder to Washawn. Won't be a strikeout here, but they might turn 2, 4, 6, 3 in time. Good stretch by Fieser at first, completes it. 4-6-3 double play. Washawn, Kampshoff, and Fieser end the top half of inning number 4 here on KYNT and KYN TV. Big thank you to a couple of our Sportscaster sponsors. Starting with Pizza Ranch for legendary chicken and the best pizza. It's Yankton Pizza Ranch on Broadway or over the phone at 665-1222. First Chiropractic Center, making life better one adjustment at a time. Aztec of Yankton. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. And Stockman's Motorsports, your local Polaris dealer with a full lineup of Rangers and Sportsmans ready to get you in the fields, in the woods, or wherever you like to go. Stockman's Motorsports is a proud supporter of all area athletes. Looks like another new face on the mound for Tabor. We'll get that for you when we return here on KYNT, KYN TV. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Get it cleaned with Buell's.
Dress shirts, suits, dresses, coats. At Buell's, they specialize in dry cleaning and pressing. You can pick it up or even have it delivered.
Got a tough stain you're worried about getting out? Leave it to Buell's. They're experts in getting out those nasty stains.
Do you wash your own comforter? If you really want it clean, let Buell's do it. Their large-size washers are perfect for comforters.
If you need it clean, take it to Buell's. 444 West 3rd, Yankton.
Boston Shoes to Boots is proud to support Yankton High School athletics. Boston Shoes to Boots is your headquarters for quality and comfortable shoes for the whole family. From athletics and work boots to sandals and dress, we have you covered by our popular brands like Brooks, New Balance, Birkenstock, Red Wing, Keen, and so many more. Shop our location downtown at 313 Cedar Street or visit us online at bostonshoestoboots.com. Boston Shoes to Boots, your footwear expert since 1915.
Every time with you. New pitcher on the mound for Tabor is Jace Topel, moving over from first base. Checking in his place is Crownover, moving over to first. Isaiah Crownover. And Easton Mutter returns to center field. So the odd man out here is Landon Smith, who he is not out in the field anymore. Got the start on the mound, was replaced by Mutter, and now with Mutter moving back to center, moves Topel to first, and Crownover comes off the bench to play first base. Here's your changes for Tabor. First pitch in there for strike 1 from Topel. Evan Sirk fouls that one away, and that hit off the light pole.
That means you owe $1, Brayden.
To who?
The light pole fund.
You're making that up. The 0-2. Misses outside for ball 1. Yankton had 14 batters come to the plate last inning. This one's down to center field by Sirk. Getting under it is Mutter, and he will glove it in center for out number 1. That brings up Mark Cottle.
The gamer.
Had a 2 RBI single in his last at-bat. And a run scored later
Which we
on.
didn't get a broadcast because of Brayden.
That was right at me, too. You guys are in collusion. That foul ball ran right back into the net, right at me. Mark Cottle has a headset in that helmet, and he heard that it was my fault, according to you. We didn't get his single on the broadcast. There's a great RBI single in his last at-bat. We'll need a little more than a single if he wants an RBI in this at-bat. Nobody on. It's a 1-1 count to him. Couldn't get a piece of that one. It's a 1-2. After Cottle, it's Kale Gary rounding out the 3-batter minimum for Yankton. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Cottle sat down swinging. Brings up Kale Gary. Good stuff so far from Topol on the mound.
Drew Lawrence, if you're actually listening to us in your earpiece, stand there stoically.
That's not fair. He does that anyway.
That confirms it.
What if he just started moving randomly and then you go, well, you're not standing stoically, so you're not listening, but you wouldn't know to start moving randomly if you weren't listening. 1-0, high and inside for ball 2.
I think we've lost it.
We never had it, brother.
Not in this game.
2-0 is the count to Cale Gary. Gavin Johnson on deck if it gets to him. 2 down in the inning. 2-0 pitch. In there for strike 1 to Gary. Gary got his first start in, I'd say, almost 2 weeks. 3 weeks almost. Earlier today. Got the win in game 1 of this triangular against Vermilion. Should confirm that. Because it was scoreless going into the later innings. Believe Yankton scored runs before they pulled Gary. If it wasn't him, then Mark Cottler got the win. Yeah.
Kilgary got the win. Sorry.
All right, just making sure.
I was doing that thing where I'm looking at you and nodding my head, but wasn't really paying attention to what you're saying. But yeah, Kilgary did get the win against Vermilion.
So most of the time.
Most of our daily interactions.
Kilgary takes the walk to first after drawing a walk. Brings up Gavin Johnson. The 9-hole hitter, Tate Bestie, in the top of the order, are on deck. First pitch misses for ball 1.
It is usually pretty funny when you tell me something very long and you know I didn't hear you, so I'm just like, all right, one more time.
It's always something. Usually you're at your desk typing something. Here on the 1-0, the misses outside for a ball. You're usually at your desk typing something, and I'll say something. I'll go into like about a 30-second to 45-second story, right? You'll stop typing, turn around, and go, all right, say that all again. The 2-0. Inside for ball 3. See if Johnson's taken all the way here. Topol got the first 2 batters out of the pen, but in danger of issuing his second straight walk on the 3-0. That one's in there for strike 1. See how that changes Johnson's approach at the plate. The 3-1 on its way from Topol. Bounces for ball 4. Gary will move to second as Gavin Johnson takes the walk to first. Back-to-back walks drawn by Yankton. Brings up Tate Bestie in the top of the order. Last inning, Bestie singled, stole a base, scored a run, and then in his next at-bat in the same inning, reached on an error and scored another run. He did more last inning than I did my entire career. Not that that's saying much. First pitch for him. Popped up in foul territory. A couple Tabor players converging on it. The catcher tries to get there, but couldn't get the glove on it. That's Wes Call.
No, Bestie, the other way.
See what he has here on the next pitch from Topol. It's an 0-1 count after that foul ball. Topol kicks and deals. That one outside for ball 1 on the second pitch.
The luminary just reminded me, I think maybe Crownover might be Isaac Crownover's brother, cousin, plays for Mount Marty football. Could you?
Good thing to note there is Tate Bestie sends one out to left center field that will roll all the way to the fence. 1 run comes across the score. Cale Gary, 2 runs come across the score as a 2 RBI double for Tate Bestie. Have yourself a day. That second run was Samuel Goki, who was brought in as a courtesy runner for Gavin Johnson. 2 RBI double for Bestie brings up Lucas Kampshoff.
Sorry, the timing of that was not ideal, but
I was wondering why that name sounded familiar.
Yeah.
That first pitch in there for strike 1. It'd be pretty cool if it is. You got to assume it's relation in some way, but you never know. I've met multiple Butlers I'm not related to. 0-1 pitch fouled away. The most famous of them being former Kansas City Royal and Oakland A Billy Butler.
How about Gerard?
Not related to him either. Not even a little bit.
No.
The 0-2 bounces Gets past the catcher, and I think it went off the umpire. Make it a 1-2.
Cam Schaff just casually having a 3-hit day, triple, 2 doubles, 4 RBI.
3 runs scored. And a partridge in a pear tree. That one bounces for ball 2.
Still waiting for that first Cam Schaff Legion home run.
We've only had 1 home run so far in the Legion season.
2 or 3 in high school this year.
2 in high school for Cam Schaff, and then 2 more from Sheldon, I believe. So there's 4
Sheldon
total.
took the lead with 3, if I remember.
This one, hard shot on the third base line. That was launched out of a cannon, but had a launch angle of about 1 degree. So that is going to be an RBI single, hard hit ball for Lucas Kamshoff. Brings Tate Bestie around to score.
Yeah, to replace the turf out there. It's coming right out of Brayden's budget.
My budget's not replacing anything.
Or my paycheck, I should say.
My paycheck's not replacing anything either.
I don't know if your paycheck could cover the turf.
I just needed to cover a tank of gas on the way home, brother. 15-0 now. Yankton leads after 3 runs have come across here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to Matthew Sheldon. Misses low for a ball. Runner on first, Lucas Kamshoff. 2 down in the inning. Owen Washon is in the hole. A lot of housekeeping all at once right there. It's a 1-0 count to Sheldon after that opening ball. Pitch swung on. A little too far underneath of it. It'll be a fly ball out to left field. Shading under it is the fielder. He goes down to a knee, but he does glove it. Does Caden Himes. And that will do it here for inning number 4. 3 runs come across for Yankton in that half inning. On 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner gets left on. We go to the top of inning number 5 here on KYNT and KYN-TV in a 15-0 ball game. Yankton Post 12 leading big.
That scoreboard update brought to you by Edward Jones, financial advisor Colby Cookta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Call 605-653-4860. Back in 1 minute, Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Yankton is thriving, especially in the summer months, with all our visitors to the area. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. Let our guests see the appreciation we have for them visiting the Yankton area. There are a lot of choices where to vacation, and we are extremely happy they chose us. So smile and say hi. Be kind to them in traffic. Let them experience what we already know. Yankton is a wonderful and friendly place to be. Who knows? Maybe they'll end up being your neighbor or coworker.
Hey, why are you in the garage?
This storm is bad. I'm worried about the garage doors.
Come on, what could happen?
A lot. Hail could dent the doors. Like that. And high winds could bend the doors or even break them. Like that.
So when that happens, what happens?
You call Upper Midwest Garage Door.
Upper Midwest Garage Door offers reliable storm damage repair for residential and commercial doors. We're an authorized Clopay dealer serving eastern South Dakota. Visit us at uppermidwestgaragedoor.com.
First pitch misses high and away for ball 1 from Frankie Entveld. We're in the top of inning number 5. Yankton carries a 15-0 lead in the top half of the inning. Leading off here is Trey Call. Flew out to center field in his first at-bat. That came back in inning number 2. Landon Smith, but he was replaced out in the field. Came off the mound from his pitcher spot. This one hard on the ground to the second baseman was Sean, and couldn't get the glove down in the dirt fast enough. Just snuck under for presumably an error, but it could also be ruled a single, as that was a hard hit ground ball.
It's an error.
All right, it'll be an error.
I mean, I didn't decide that. They announced it. I'm over here. No, it's an error.
No, I know more. It's Ron Swanson at like Home Depot. I know more than you.
I know more than you.
First pitch in there for strike 1. To Major Arstad. Arstad sends this one on the ground to Kamshoff at short. Chance to make up for it. 6-4-3 over. Not in time. Arstad showing the wheels. Able to beat it out down the first base line. Will reach on a fielder's choice. 6-4 put out. Gets the lead runner, though. This brings up Isaiah Crownover. See what infield has. First pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Crownover, the left-handed hitter. Down 0-1 in the count with Arstad at first. The 0-1 chop to the third baseman. High chopper to Caudle. He finally gloves it, fires over. Not in time. Crownover was able to beat it out, and that's because off the bounce, that thing was set up almost eye level with us in the press box. That's how high it flew up off the bounce. Caudle had to wait a long time for it to return to earth before he could glove it and throw it. First pitch here to the at-bat, swung on, popped up foul territory. Sean Turner giving chase from first base, and he gloves it for the out. Turner just checked in over at first in place of Easton Feeser. Makes a great play with the glove for out number 2. Brings up Tristan Simic. Simic. First at-bat for him today. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Tabor, I believe, has to score 6 runs here to keep things going. It is 10 after 5. It's either 10 after 5 or 12 after 5.
I don't know. It feels closer to 8 o'clock right now.
So they'll need... I'm
a dad, right? I have dad jokes.
Yeah, you are. You are a 2-time dad. The 0-2 swung on and missed there for strike 3, and that will do it for the top of inning number 5 and presumably do it for this one. Both teams coming out to shake hands, and Yankton gets a 15-0 victory over Tabor, rounds out this triangular. Yankton goes 2-0 in the triangular, Tabor goes 1-1, and Vermilion goes 0-2 across the 3 games we've seen today here at Riverside Field. Great day of baseball, Bryce. Yankton wins the final game 15-0. Take a quick break here on KYNT and KYNT-TV. We will come back in a minute with your post-game show, but first, thank you. Or in a couple minutes with your post-game show, excuse me. We'll start with the Fox Stop. Thank you to a couple of our sponsors for all your daily convenience and fuel needs. Make a stop at the Fox Stop. Buell's Cleaners for rugs, uniforms, linens, and other cleaning services. Go to Buell's in downtown Yankton. Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. And MT&RC Smith Insurance, an independent insurance agency offering you a variety of products for your individual, family, and business needs. We'll be back with your Yankton Rexall post-game show in a couple minutes. Yankton wins 15-0 here on KYNT, KYNT-TV.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
As times change, technology changes. Don't be left behind by your contact lenses. Vision Care Associates now offers infused multifocal contact lenses, specialized lenses that can provide you with clear vision at multiple distances without switching between glasses and contacts. Don't let glasses slow you down any longer. Call us today to schedule an appointment to try infused multifocal contact lenses.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose. Sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. At Yankton Rexall, when you feel under the weather, we want to help. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with the daily medications you're taking. The Yankton Rexall staff is there to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923.
Ground beef is only $2.99 a pound at Hy-Vee.
That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And $2.99 a pound is not just the price today or this week, it's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop and count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for ground beef every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
Want to take the hassle out of servicing your heating or cooling system? Then sign up for the Kaiser Signature Membership Program. This is Chris Frick with Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Not only will you get peace of mind knowing your units are being serviced regularly, but being a Kaiser Signature member gives you priority service, a discount on parts and labor, and no overtime rates. Take comfort and let our qualified professional technicians keep you running.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
If you're like a lot of South Dakotans, you've made a purchase online for services or products and have had no issues. Unfortunately, scammers view the internet as their playground, and they're constantly deploying new scams to attempt to take your hard-earned funds. Fraudulent websites have grown by leaps. Consumers and businesses need to check all aspects of a website before making any type of purchase. Questions regarding this scam should be directed to South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
The other day, a gal came into the UPS store to drop off a package. On her way out, she noticed the print sample wall and asked if we could print invitations. The answer was, yes, we can. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. For over 7 years now, the UPS store has been helping hundreds of customers with their printing needs. From basic copies to business cards and invitations to posters, we can print them. Stop out and ask about our current print specials and see how we can help with your printing needs.
Do you want a job that keeps it real? At Truxedo, a real truck company, we keep it real by promoting our values of excellent service, teamwork, accountability, and innovation. Join the Truxedo team and enjoy your next career adventure. We have a variety of openings, including senior EH&S specialist and weekend maintenance technician too. So don't wait. Get up, get out, and apply at realtruck.com/careers and start your next adventure with a career at Truxedo.
All right, welcome back to the Yankton Rexall post-game show. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923. I'm in the Fairfield Inn and Suites broadcast booth. Hot breakfast, large family rooms, and a great location can be found at Fairfield Inn and Suites in Yankton at 2607 Broadway Avenue or by calling 605-653-2250. Time for our post-game coach interview brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. Being joined by Coach Drew Lawrence. Coach, we didn't talk after the first game today, so it's kind of covering both. First thing that really stands out is the difference in, obviously, offensive output from Game 1 into Game 2. Basically, Game 1, runs got across by walks. It's working the pitches, getting on base, and eventually a couple of timely hits. And then, of course, Game 2 here, just offensive rubs.
Yeah, Game 1, the wind was blowing in pretty hard, and sometimes that affects our hitters' minds, and we have to work on that mental part of it and still go up there and have competitive at-bats. But, for the first 3 innings or so, we didn't have any hits, and we didn't really have good at-bats for a while either. And then we ended up having some good at-bats and stringing some together and had some big hits. Caden Hughes had a really big hit for us because at that point it was 0-0, and that ended up scoring 2, and then scored a couple more after that and kind of opened it up a little bit. And in this game, everyone had really good play approaches, and we were ready to hit. We got a lot of hits today. And then our pitchers put up all zeros today. So if you can put up all zeros, I guess it doesn't really matter what you're doing at the plate.
Yeah, 2 shutout games. So that, and by committee in the first game, and then, of course, Frankie Infeld going 5 innings right here. Just it makes your job a little easier, right, when pitchers are doing that.
Yeah.
And the defense behind them as well.
Yeah, I mean, they did such a good job. They were competitive and throwing strikes. And, Kale's been out for a while, so we needed him to get some innings so that we can get him ready for next week, Tuesday, when we play Sioux Falls West. And he was good. And then the guys that came in, Mark and Samuel, Game 1, they're going to pitch this weekend against Aberdeen. So we wanted them to just get a little bit of work because we kind of gave them a break here from these tournaments. They haven't pitched in about 10 days. And then, Frankie has been doing a really good job for us. And then we wanted to go out there and be competitive, and he was really good.
Our offensive player in the game for Game 1 was Easton Feezer. This is his new nickname. And then you have, of course, Lucas Kampshoff in Game 2. Just, whatever, a triple, 2 doubles, and a single.
Yeah.
And just having quite the offensive game number 2.
Yeah, he did a good job. He was seeing the ball well. One of those probably could have been caught, but it was still at the fence, so it's hard to do that. But, when Lucas hits, we tend to do really well when Matthew and Lucas hit, and they did a good job today of doing that, especially Lucas.
All right. Coach, Dakota Classic, how does that work? That's coming up this weekend, correct, up in Sioux Falls?
Yep, those are our next games. So we're at the Augie site, so we get to play all our games at Augustana, which is awesome. I love that ballpark. I think it's one of the best in the state as far as the venue goes.
That's the one with the football stadium. It's like right there. Okay.
Football stadium's right behind, and their venue with the seats are kind of like our seats, where the fans are right on top of you. It feels good. It feels like it's really packed all the time. And I just like playing there a lot. And we play Aberdeen. That's one game that will count towards our power points because it's pool play. So we're gonna try and go at that with Cottle, like I said, and Goki and see what happens. But like this weekend, we got a lot of guys that can throw some innings, as we've shown at Lewis and Clark and the Kyle Mueller. So a lot of different guys will get some innings thrown and a lot of playing time, and it should be a good tournament for us.
I know you don't have the brochure in front of you, but kind of guess how many sites are there up there for the Dakota Classic?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
At least like 3 or 4?
Yeah. Oh, it's more than that. It's 5 teams. I think it's close to 60 teams, maybe somewhere between 40 and 60, depending on the year. It's not quite as big as the Gopher, but it might be the second largest as far as the
second largest Yankton's a part of, right?
In the nation, it might be the second largest one that it's as far as that goes. I know the Gopher is the largest. I think the Gopher has 96 teams, but this Dakota Classic has grown and grown and grown to. There's so many sites. If you advance, it's just like the Gopher. You end up playing on Monday. Could play on Tuesday, if you get to the championship. So it's a good experience for us. We like going up there, and it's going to be fun.
Well, good luck up in Sioux Falls, Coach. Thanks for joining us, and congratulations on 2 big victories here today.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, that was Coach Drew Lawrence. Take a break, come back, and continue here on the Yankton Rexall postgame show.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Yankton Medical Clinic welcomes Linda Reese to their pulmonology department, offering pulmonology services found in a larger community right here in Yankton. So there's no need to travel to see a pulmonology expert. With complete sleep studies read by YMC physician Dr. Michael Pietla, full breathing tests, and diagnostic and treatment options for allergies and asthma. Plus, with the pulmonology department, you will always be under the care of a physician. Make an appointment today with Linda Reese and be seen sooner than in a large city with the same and often better pulmonology care.
FNBO is the great big small bank, and for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family-owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
You can get expert eye care in Yankton with Avera Medical Group Wilcoxon Eye Associates. Here, eye diseases and injuries receive the best care because we offer the newest surgical techniques, supported by the best technology. We'd be honored to be on the forefront of your eye care. Learn more by visiting avera.org/Wilcoxon. avera.org/Wilcoxon.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Medicare coverage is not a one-size-fits-all coverage. Do you like to travel? Are you wanting to spend your winters down south? Or just spend some time with your grandkids? Make sure you choose a plan that fits your needs and will travel with you. Visit Julie at Missouri River Associates to review your upcoming Medicare or your current needs. That's Julie at Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Welcome back to the Yankton Rexall post-game show. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923. It's time to get your stat recap, brought to you by Mayor Signs. If it's time to review the look of your business signage, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. Winning pitcher today, Frankie Antfeld, went 5 innings, 3 hits, and 6 strikeouts, no runs. Landon Smith gets a loss for Tabor, 3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 12 runs, 6 of them were earned, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. The scoring line, Yankton jumped out top 2-0 entering the top of inning number 2, so they scored 2 in the bottom of the first. I don't know why I said it like that. And then they added 10 in the bottom of the third, and then 3 in the bottom of the fourth. That's all that's needed. 10 run after 5 inning rule here at Legion took care of business early on. Offensively for Yankton, Tate Bestie, 2 for 4, 4 runs scored, 2 RBI. Lucas Kampshoff, 4 for 4, 3 runs, 5 RBI. Matthew Sheldon, 1 for 2, 2 runs and an RBI. Owen Washawn, 0 for 1 with a run scored, an RBI, and a walk. Easton 2, Feezer, 1 for 2, 1 run, 2 RBI, and 1 walk. Evan Sirk, 0 for 2, 1 run, and 1 walk. Mark Cottle, 1 for 3, 1 run, 2 RBI. Cale Gary, 0 for 2, 1 run, 1 walk. And Gavin Johnson, 0 for 2 with a walk. That's your stat recap, again, brought to you by Mayor Signs. Defensive player of the game brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential and commercial pest control solution. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. And really good performances from a lot of Yankton today, but it's going to go to Frankie Antfeld on the mound. And anytime you have a shutout, it's pretty much, unless someone just has like 5 diving plays right away, you're pretty much going to win it. But Tate Bessie had a really nice grab there early on out in center field. I believe that was like a second inning. Yeah, he robbed a Trey Call of a hit. It would have been at least a double, and he just made a beeline for it. But our defensive player of the game will be Frankie Antfeld. Again, he went 5 innings, 3 hits, and 6 strikeouts, no runs surrendered. Offensive player of the game brought to you by Hy-Vee, with his helpful smile in every aisle. Lucas Kampshoff went 4 for 4, 3 runs, 5 RBI. That will do it. He's our offensive player of the game. All right, and then we get into our move of the game brought to you by Mason Strom and the Move Group. Buying or selling, move with Mason and the Move Group. And for that one, it's going to be so many to choose from here. I am going to give that one to Easton 2 Feezers triple. That was in the 3rd inning, and he eventually would come around to score as well, but that was 2 RBI for him there. Story of the game brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Doors, specialized in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Doors, your local authorized Clopay dealer. Well, it's just the bats erupting. Their difference from game 1 to game 2. You heard Coach Drew Lawrence talk about it. Just absolutely just savages at the plate in the second game here today of this triangular. That's what happens. 15 runs, I would say so. Nice job by Yankton's story of the game. Your schedule preview brought to you by Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance. Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance has been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, they'll help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Well, the Dakota Classic is up for Yankton this weekend. They can play all the way to, he said Monday, I believe. That is, or maybe even Tuesday, but that's a lot of teams up there, like 60 teams or so up in the Dakota Classic up in Sioux Falls. They are playing at the Augie site, Augustana Baseball Stadium. Can't remember the name on the top of my head, but if you're going to go up there and support Yankton, that's the field they will be playing on. Find the schedule. Just type in Dakota Classic, Sioux Falls. You'll find it. Use keywords Legion or something. I'm sure it pops up. I've seen it before. But as far as our coverage goes of Yankton Legion Baseball, we will pick them back up on Tuesday right here at home. They are hosting Sioux Falls West for a Class A doubleheader that will count toward the power points, and that is a pregame starting at 4:30, first pitch 5 o'clock. Myself and Brayden Butler will be on the call right here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Thanks again to Brayden Butler. He's out there getting our center field camera, and to Zadia Abbott, our KYNT studio producer, pushing all the right buttons. And a special thanks to our sponsors making this broadcast possible, but especially to you, the listener or viewer on KYNT and KYN-TV, Yankton's home team and stream, for tuning in, especially dealing with our nonsense here tonight. We always appreciate it, and hopefully you had a good time just like we did. My name is Bryce Ladwig, and this has been Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball. They take down Tabor 15-0. Have a great rest of your week.
This has been a presentation of Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball on KYNT. Yankton Post 12 would like to thank their team sponsor, First Dakota National Bank. For more than 150 years, they've been providing South Dakota families and businesses with personalized banking services. This has been Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball on KYNT.
FM 1021 and AM 1450.